What you're about to hear is no ordinary space update. Something just happened far beyond the reach of any Earth-bound telescope, an event so unexpected that it's forcing NASA scientists to question everything. They thought they knew about interstellar encounters, a spacecraft launched nearly half a century ago. Voyager 1 has just been linked to an extraordinary attempt, an interception of an object not only alien to our solar system, but possibly alien in a much deeper, more fundamental sense. This object is none other than Three-Eyed Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar visitor. Something changed when these two trajectories nearly touched, and now the world is left wondering, did Voyager 1 really make contact with something not from our world? Or did something else, something no one expected, respond first? The data emerging from this event is now echoing through mission control centers, classified reports, and even ancient history. The interstellar intercept Voyager's quiet redirection, Voyager 1, was launched in 1977 and was never meant to stop, just to keep going out of the solar system into the unknown. Yet, in a move no one predicted, multiple independent sources claim that NASA reactivated certain directional capabilities of Voyager 1 to attempt a passive intercept or observational alignment with Three-Eyed Atlas. The timing was suspiciously perfect. Three-Eyed Atlas was discovered in July 2025, moving at over 150,000 Mach, bigger, faster, and stranger than any interstellar object we'd encountered before. Voyager 1's trajectory, once believed to be set in stone, appears to have been subtly redirected via long-range communication pulses. This didn't involve physically turning the probe, but rather recalibrating its instruments to gather data from a new region of space, exactly where Atlas would pass. If true, Voyager 1 just became our first interstellar observer in history to attempt contact with a body from another star system. This effort inadvertently put our oldest deep space machine right into the proximity zone of the most anomalous cosmic visitor in decades. The echo of the unknown magnetosphere spikes and unnatural signals. Just days after Atlas approached the proximity zone, where Voyager's sensors might feasibly record distant signatures, Earth's magnetosphere spiked. This was no ordinary solar flare. Instruments detected ripples in the electromagnetic field consistent with directed energy events, but not from Earth. The frequency and orientation of these fluctuations pointed outward toward deep space, as if a signal had been bounced back. While NASA officially refused to confirm any connection, insiders reported that Voyager systems recorded unusual noise patterns that don't match known cosmic background radiation or typical stellar interference. This is what truly panicked scientists. The only way Voyager could have received something that strong is if Three-Eyed Atlas wasn't just a passive chunk of ice and rock, but a responsive object capable of emitting its own electromagnetic footprint. Something that reacts, something that listens. This interaction suggests a direct exchange, a signal sent toward Three-Eyed Atlas, using Voyager's instruments, may have received a structured return signal. Data leaked from mission logs showed that during the Atlas alignment window, Voyager's signal pattern returned with symmetric periodic bursts far too orderly to be noise. It was a rhythm that followed no known astrophysical behavior, ancient paths and mathematical handshakes. The mystery deepened when ancient history was brought into the discussion. Ancient civilizations that built monuments like Machu Picchu and Göbekli Tepe constructed their structures aligned with solstice angles that now match Three-Eyed Atlas's entry trajectory. The odds of this being random are astronomically low. Coupled with ancient texts describing wanderers from the stars, objects that appeared suddenly and disappeared without a trace, we begin to see the outlines of a disturbing pattern. Humanity may have encountered interstellar visitors before and encoded their paths into stone. Voyager 1 may have just walked into the same cosmic path mapped out over 11,000 years ago. Adding to this ancient, modern link, a group of cryptologists claimed they found a mathematical anomaly hidden within the audio waveform of the sounds of Earth track on Voyager's famous golden record. When isolated, A single repeating tone reveals a numerical prime sequence that appears to match the harmonic pulses Voyager received from Voyager's ATLAS. Did we unknowingly include a trigger signal in the golden record? A signature of awareness, meant to activate something in the future. If three-eyed ATLAS recognized that signal, then this was never a one-way transmission. It was a reciprocal handshake written in the mathematics of the stars. The intelligent adaptation Voyager reprogrammed. The interaction triggered impossible behavior in our own hardware. Shortly after the interaction spike, NASA's Deep Space Network registered a data packet that didn't match Voyager's original code. When engineers attempted to decode the sequence, the system began rewriting its own decoding protocol. The software, originally limited to 8-bit telemetry interpretation, suddenly produced 128-bit outputs, as if the transmission itself had carried an instruction set to upgrade the receiver's capability remotely. One analyst put it bluntly, "It's like Voyager got smarter without anyone touching it." A probe built in the 1970s had just processed a message in a format it was never designed to understand. Furthermore, a powerful external entity appeared to take control of Voyager's orientation. Amateur space tracking communities reported an unexpected shift in Voyager 1's telemetry data. The probe had changed its transmission vector, reorienting toward a position that didn't match its last known navigational instructions. The change pointed not at Three-Eyed Ray's ATLAS's last known position, but toward its projected future path weeks ahead, as if Voyager was predicting where ATLAS would go next. Internal memos suggested the probe had changed direction before commands were sent, leaving only two possibilities. Either Voyager is malfunctioning in a highly coordinated way, or something out there is controlling it remotely. Coordinated silencing and the shadow sweep. As the exchange intensified, Earth-based telescopes confirmed that ATLAS was also exhibiting synchronized behavior. Its light curve began flickering in an almost binary rhythm that precisely mirrored the timestamp of Voyager's last transmission burst. Even more bizarrely, ATLAS slowed down, a measurable decrease in velocity, not due to gravitational interaction or outgassing jets. For the first time in recorded history, an interstellar object had altered its speed and heading, and it did so only after Voyager reoriented. The official response was a coordinated silencing. SETI's Allen telescope array went dark, their public live feeds cut. Researchers who had spoken openly on forums or published papers about Voyager 1's strange behavior began to disappear from digital spaces. Their posts vanished, profiles deleted, and code repositories pulled. This coordinated effort, nicknamed the Shadow Sweep, was a multi-agency effort to bury every open source analysis of the Voyager-ATLAS interaction. The consensus was clear: something big had been uncovered, and someone somewhere had decided the public wasn't ready. This silencing spoke louder than the data itself. The final move, the contact corridor, the ultimate confirmation of a coordinated intelligence, came from a terrifying pattern of control and awareness. Researchers noticed that every time a new public analysis of ATLAS's structure or Voyager's vector went public, ATLAS's spin rate changed, sometimes within 6 hours of the data release. This prompted the unthinkable Three-Eyed ATLAS behaves as if it's reading our intent, not just monitoring electromagnetic frequencies, but perceiving the informational content of our broadcasts. It's not just watching, it's watching us watching it. 3 days ago, ATLAS altered its trajectory again. This time, it was a calculated maneuver that placed it on a new intercept course with the orbital region behind Neptune. Simultaneously, Voyager 2 appears to have shifted its antenna array, aligning for the first time in over a decade toward that same quadrant of space. Both objects are now synchronized in trajectory and pulse interval, locked in what some are calling the contact corridor. Whether by coincidence or cosmic design, two ancient travelers, one born of Earth, one from the stars, are now moving in harmony toward a shared destination. We thought Voyager 1 was a relic, a golden postcard to the stars. But the sudden reprogramming, the synchronized signals, and the impossible course corrections all point to one chilling truth. This isn't random. 3i ATLAS might not be a spaceship or an asteroid, but a sentient probe or a technological entity designed to awaken when it detects intelligence. And now, thanks to Voyager 1, it has detected us. The question isn't what is 3i's ATLAS. The real question is what's coming next. Because the stars just look back, and they're not blinking.